Hello, hello, I'm Bella, and welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. We are going to do the side quests around here and then continue with the main story, and we'll just see where we go. Got a levy quest over here. Levies of Camp Tranquil. Okay, so we get some new armor here. Oh no, I don't like that. I like the style of this one, but no. I'll wait. Let me just try it on. Yeah, no. It's not cute. Mirthalin, the levy mate at Camp Tranquil, seeks capable adventurers to undertake his many tasks. Looking for a spot of work? Then you've come to the right place. I'm Mirthalin, a representative of the Adventurers Guild. As the levy mate stationed here in Camp Tranquil, I'm responsible for assigning the various tasks that come in from the beleaguered locals. Quite a number of these tasks can entail a significant degree of danger, however. If I'm to set you loose on my levies with a clear conscience, I must first be convinced of your capacity to surmount the challenges you are likely to encounter. How about we start you off with a levy of my choosing, and see how you get on. Let's try this one, shall we? After the lengthy interrogation of a recently captured Coral Claw member, the Wood Whalers have discovered the precise location of several stockpiles of prohibited furs. As there is a countless number of these hidden stashes, the Whalers are currently enlisting the aid of able-bodied adventurers to not only retrieve the contraband, but also see to the handling of any poachers who may attempt to protect it. Excellent. Pray be aware that while you are retrieving the furs, you may encounter the poachers themselves. I suggest you arm yourself for battle. Good fortune to you, adventurer, and I hope to receive word of your success in the very near future. Alright, who else to talk to around here? We got Landonell with the main quest. Trial by Turtle. Landonell needs to explain a few things to you. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Detto here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantwise egg in the nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Bella. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in the swamp. He has no faith in us. Planning on taking a jaunt around Roots Lake, are we? Well, do take care and enjoy yourself. I shall see you when you return. Rather, if you return. We'll always have Ulda. Ditto Mashraka needs a favor of an adventurer. The goodwill of a maid so proficient with pole arms is surely worth having. I heard Captain Landonell regaling you with the many tales of his youth. Much has he seen and known, having journeyed throughout Eorzea with naught but his wits. I am a child of the 12-foot, a whaler through and through. Never have I cast a shadow that was not forged by a sun that perches atop the great elm at dawn. Yet travel I would, if only in mind. They say an Uldan trader is nearby, to the south, Will you find for me a thing from that city strange and great? I have duties, or else I would go. You'll not find me ungrateful. I believe I talked to her last time. So then we have Doset. Yeah, this is my feisty little chocobo. Doset appears to have caught scent of something. The unmistakable smell of chocobo clings to you, adventurer. Would I be correct in assuming that you have your own trusty steed? Aye, I thought so. Now tell me, is your bird battle-trained? If not, you might consider seeking the advice of Luquelat over at Bent Branch Meadows. The Ishgardian native is something of a prodigy in all matters concerning our fine-feathered friends. He should be able to help you attain greater affinity with your bird. Ever since the calamity, the flow of aether around Camp Tranquil has been unstable, and the land has struggled to heal its wounds. Lend us your strength and help slay the beasts ravaging the Twelveswood. Only then can the forest return to its former glory. Okay, talk to everyone there. Okay, so we have Florence. Get more food. Another crumpet? Or I'll go steak. What do I have? Okay, so I got a lot of antelope steak. And I do have quite a bit of crumpets. Well, let's eat a crumpet. Oh no, I can't do it now. Okay, I guess we could just get more crumpets. It's fine. Florent needs a capable adventurer to locate his lost goods. Hail, adventurer. You come at an opportune time. My botanist's hatchet serves its own purpose well enough, but I'd hesitate to use it on anything that bites back. I would guess that your own skill at arms is more apropos for this situation. I was crossing the bridge behind me when I got to thinking of all I've seen since the calamity. What boggles the mind wobbles the body, and before I knew it, I was nearly on my face and the lumber in my arms was scattered all over the bridge. Some of it must have fallen over the side. Now, I'm not so green as to go vaulting under the bridge when I know perfectly well of the feeds below, but an adventurer should have little and less to fear. Will you go in my stead to retrieve the wood? I will. Okay, so let's come down this way. You are come to Camp Tranquil. Is there aught you wish to know? What do you do here? As a wood whaler, I have charge over the security of the camp and the surrounding area. Ever since the calamity, we have taken on the added responsibility of maintaining the hanging bridges that span the breadth of Roots Lake. It may seem like drudgery, but I would sooner replace a few planks than haul out every single overladen carriage that becomes stuck in one of the muddy pools below. Yeah, that would suck. This camp is an important waypoint along the lifeline of a trade between Gridania and Ul'dah. Follow the southern bridge and you will find yourself in the Barrens of Danalan. Roots Lake below used to be an honest-to-God's lake, but the calamity drained away most of the water. We were left with a sultry mire teeming with wildlife never before seen in the Twelveswood. Oh, and do have a care when crossing the hanging bridges. Incidents are on the rise wherein travelers are taken by an inexplicable jumping fit and suffer a bad fall, and they oft regret stumbling into what they find upon landing. Servant Sergeant. You must accept my apologies, but I must turn you away. You see, I cannot issue levies to those who have not proven their worth. Speak with me again upon attaining the rank of Sergeant Third Class. Oh, that's for that. If if you're headed to Thanalan. Know that traveling with peddlers or by carriage ain't no guarantee of safety. Too many adventurers oft forget that. Take the lumber line due north through the forest, and she'll take you to Gridania, eventually. Lumber line? Is that what they call it? Over here. Hold on, trader. I'm here to save you. From some buzzards. You okay? You're alright. Now that, madam, is what I call a close call. Good for nothing, that guard of mine. I swear, these new cell swords are more of cell scabbards. Here, pray take this for your trouble. The more precious of my wares, hold on incense. A close call this was. Another moment and I would have been carrion for their feast. Alright, let's just head over here really quick. Is there a path over here? Is this the South Shroud Landing? What's over here? Oh, the Coral Claws. Seems like you could get up there if you wanted. What do we gotta do? I'm guessing just kill stropers. I'll do my best. I will not be getting hit by their stinky breath. Oh no! Their bad breath. Oh, no. I will not be stepping into the old guts. I knew. You will not get me, good sir. You're not good, though. Bad stripper. Be a dangerous dance I'm doing. Okay, we're good. Nope, get me out of here. I just want to talk to this person. Oh no. Hello. Beyond this great portal is the ruined city of white mages. Greatly did it prosper in the 5th astral era before it met its doom, and now the calamity has sapped its earth aspect. A place of madness and horror, choked by poisonous spores and haunted by demons. None shall cross this threshold. How dare you interrupt me as I was talking? Alright. Get out of here. What were you saying, good sir? Unless, of course, they have the proper paperwork. I lost track of what you were saying. Nope. Nope. I'm good. The wet and the stink is like living in a cheesemonger's sock. Worst assignment ever. Nothing remained of Camp Tranquil after the calamity. No burnt cloth, no shattered timbers, and not a single survivor. The only life left in this accursed swamp is too damn stubborn to die. Aye, that goes for us, too. That's a drop number over here. Something over here. Actually, I want to switch some abilities here. Just do that. The plants and animals of Roots Lake you'll find nowhere else. Magnificent, this place, and terrible. I might want to talk to your coworker. He highly disagrees. That'd be a big egg. train a tortoise. Don't you see me? You're supposed to have a sharp eye and you run right by me. Oh, here it is. It's weird. Save copper. Alright. What am I supposed to do? Same target items. there another one around here somewhere? Aha. Bravo, madam. I had a feeling you would do well from the moment we met, and though this was but a trial, you earned your reward nonetheless. I must say, I was rather impressed with your results. I see no reason not to grant you access to a greater range of lobby quests. Your most difficult task now is choosing what to attempt next. I'll take the gold, thank you. Let's turn these in over here. Ah, adventurer, I am right glad for your return. Did you find my wood where it fell? Dropped lumber, a long piece of planed wood dropped by the ever-graceless Florent. Wonderful. The tavern will get a fine blaze out of these. Just firewood for Viscaron's druthers you were gathering. A little damp, but nothing that a little drying won't fix. The sun is strong, and the way is long, after all. Much appreciated. I'll take the crumpets. That's right. Did I eat? I don't think I did. Eat a crumpet. Now I need to sell some stuff. Jellyfish umbrella? Did you find something? Ah, I hope to 12 that it transports me as the captain's tales do. Old on incense, from myrrh to sandalwood. The soothing aromas emitted by these alchemical crafted incense cones will instantly take one back to the jewel of the desert. Ah, I love incense. The scent! My head swims! I see markets in the Colosseum, then glorious evening strolls past the roses with the heat of the sun still on them. What smells! They inflame my imagination and possibly my sinuses. Thank you, adventurer. You have more than earned this. I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end. A giant adamantoise egg. An exceptionally large egg with a seemingly unbreakable shell. When it hatches, the baby adamantoise that emerges will likely be as large as a hound. Such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Odenoon. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Bella. But first, we are gonna go to Bent Branch Meadows. Good morrow to you, Bella. Is there something you need? You wish to have your chocobo trained in combat. This is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I will help train your chocobo, but on the promise that you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Very well. To begin, we will need a bunch of gisselgreens. You have my leave to pick one from the fields yonder. Return here when you have it. Sorry, I need to buy some more gisselgreens while I'm here. They just look like lettuce. Have you acquired the greens? Fresh gisel greens. Leafy greens originating from the Near East. If they were any fresher, they would still be in the ground. Superb. Then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but chocobos are highly fond of gisel greens. They love the leafy vegetables so much, in fact, that they will completely forget their fears in the face of danger. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you, and then, once called, it will be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. You will find that your chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order, and it will act accordingly and to the best of its ability. This simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Fortin family, one of the foremost houses of Ishgard. And that concludes your lesson. Of course, it is not enough to merely hear about a practice. One must venture forth and attempt it oneself. Summon your chocobo with a bunch of gisselgreens, and together make your way to Sorrel Haven. The broods that prowl the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them, and return here. And lastly, by way of advice, I would recommend you keep an ample supply of gisselgreens on your person at all times. Our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry. I ought to put that in my thing here as well. Okay. There we go. Let me put you there. Let's see, what do we want? How much is 50? Yeah, that's good. Okay, once summoned to battle, your chocobo will remain with you for 30 minutes, or until he suffers injuries grievous enough to make him flee. To give your companion orders, use the commands located under Orders in the Actions and Traits interface. To order your chocobo to auto-attack, simply select Free Stance. You can dismiss your companion at any time by selecting the command Withdraw. Use another bunch of Gustle Grains and summon your steed again. Yeah. Guess I'll just put you there. You're in free stance. Attack at will. Let me see. I think I could also do companion. Or maybe I don't need that now. Okay. So yeah. He's in free stance, and then we need to have them gain skills and probably focus on attacker. Come, sweetling. Get you some armor. Good job, sweetling. So you have successfully negotiated your first few battles with your chocobo. Well done. Tell me, how did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring fighting with your feathered companion? Your chocobo can make up for your shortcomings, or build upon your strengths. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you will come to find the approach that serves you best. Ah, before I forget, I have one last parting gift, a saddlebag for your chocobo. Carrying Gisselgreens about can be quite cumbersome after all, and there should be sufficient room for your personal belongings should the need arise. I pray it serves you well on your travels. Okay. I don't think I've ever had an over-influx of materials to where I needed this. Let's see, do I want this here, or let's put it off to the side there. Okay. And we're going to Thanalan. Oh, is that where the gold saucer is? It's off by the Sangoli Desert. Alright, well, we have to come up here. Let's see. Are we at a high enough level to just run through here? What level are these guys at? 45? Come, fat cat. We'll be good. We'll just stay out of their way. Just want to look around. Don't mind me, fat cat. Is there something over here? I don't think so. No. Okay, that's that gate that we went to before. Oh, look at them just sitting by the blazer there. Meditating. Lazy is what they're called. Lazy lizard. Look at the desert. Amazing. Last oasis for the killing miles ahead. My water plump friend. Know it and know it well if you've a mind to venture into the Sungoli. Unfriendly sort of folk, though. Asked leave to use one of their empty bunks once, and they near threw me out of town. Junkmonger, what do you got? I'll just sell you some stuff. Never gone fishing in the desert. There's no better difference between sand and sea once your quarry is on the hook. Merchant over here. What do you sell? Nothing for me. Got sand stuff. You can go sand fishing. Then you can do some cloud fishing. Nice little inn here. Our tribe once dwelt here in peace, unconcerned with the affairs of the outside world. Alas, civilization encroaches ever nearer, bringing corruption and vice in its wake. Like a bunch of Amazonas. We got a Moogle. Our people live as hunters, but as we prey upon the creatures of the desert, so too do they prey upon us. Out here, the weak feed the strong. Such is the law of nature. sleeping. The creatures in these parts are terribly skittish of late. Hardly good news for a hunter like me. What do you suppose has gotten into them? I don't think I can climb up. Here's some kills. If it's water you're after, I'm not the person to talk to. Or was there something else? What do you do here? I'm a fully fledged hunter of the proud U tribe, known also as the Children of the Sands. Every day I rise at the crack of dawn to roam the dunes for game. These springs may be paradise, but the desert is a harsh place. If you can't hunt, you're about as useful as a babe at the breast. Just another mouth to feed. What kind of place is this? This is the only settlement in the Sangoli Desert, and my home. In the past, it thrived as a hub for trade. Folk eventually lost interest in us, though, and that trade died away. That's how our place came to be known to outsiders as Forgotten Springs. But just when we started to enjoy our isolation, some ruins decided to appear just south of here. Now the old uns are back in droves, and we have to put up with their grasping ways all over again. How do you like this adventurer? The great Ulamana is the only one among us who can bring down bigger game. It's impressive. She got something. This is all I've got to show for a day's hunting. Uralka will never let me hear the end of it. Hey, at least you hunted something. A fine hunter is Ulamana, most fine. Not many among the U make my tail curl so. You'll find Uhuachi easy to discern, I think. A chiefess among sandworms. She is larger than most and is a pleasing shade of rose red. Little hut over here. Oh. I need to kill. Some sandworms. And Sweetling needs some experience. Go, Sweetling! Nasty. Well done, sweetling. Alright, I guess I just need those. You stand before the abode of our tribe's most wise and noble chieftain. See to it that you act with propriety. Fetch the freshman. With nary a word, Utaika Tia indicates that he has a delicate commission for you. You there, you have the smell of a resourceful drink of water. Help me with one of the young ones, will you? I speak of a novice ranger by the name of Ukazuna, one of our most promising. I sent her southwest to hunt anglers, but she is rather long in the returning. She should be back by now, even if she'd killed one, dressed it, and made a saddle out of it. As young a huntress as she is, I suspect she tripped over her own tail and has made a right mess of things. But as this is something she ought to do on her own, I fear sending one among the tribe to help her is out of the question. You, on the other hand, are a different story. Adventurer, when you're tired of calling birds and moles, come hunt the sandworm with us. I already did. It wasn't pleasant. I got sand in my eye. Survey says, people are talking and Ukuba Tia would know what it is they say. I wouldn't spend too much time with Utaika adventurer. His strain of foolish cheer can be catching, and I found it wise to never become too happy. Happiness begets complacency, and it's only through discontentment that one rises to become more. This brings us to the issue of which one of us will next lead our tribe. Unlike Utaika, the matter of who becomes the next Noon is one to take most seriously. Each of us represents a distinct vision for what lies ahead. You see, I am fascinated with the future. We cannot create it, but we can be prepared for it. We can profit from it, or we can perish by it. I need you to speak with the immigrants, for they see Forgotten Springs through the eyes of opportunity, not loyalty. You must think beyond our ken. If you have ideas, bring them to me, the next Noon of Forgotten Springs, no matter how peculiar they seem. Alright, what's going on out here? Revenge of the Worms. And at least they're not the ones from Beetlejuice, but they're just as big. Is there one over here? Or what's happening? Oh, it's the big one. Oh dear. I might not be able to do this one on my own. It's gonna take a long time. This is gonna take too long. I'm gonna skip you. Come on, sweetling. I know. It followed me. Am I safe in here? He's clipping. He's clipping. He followed me. Save me. Save me. I'll stay by you. No! It's a little cramped corner. Oh no! Oh no! Run away! Okay. That'd be dangerous. Okay. Let's leave it to it. Let's go over this way for now. A full-scale Masha attack would breach the defenses here within a day, with the lizardmen making so free of Zanrak of late. It would be for the good of all to have the Immortal Flames bolster the outpost here in Forgotten Springs. Southern Thanalan is rife with Malsha. After a goodly number of parlays with the noon of the U, we were able to establish an Immortal Flames outpost here. Now, we work together against the lizardmen. It's okay, sweetling. It's okay. Calm down. Still be in danger? Yeah, that's wreaking havoc. We're gonna stay away from that. It was my fault. I let it inside. I'm sorry. Where are they going? I don't know. Are you trying to fight it? Because I'll help you. There's too many. There's only 2 of us. can do it. You can do it. We got this. Good, good. Alright, let's talk to Noon. State your business, adventurer. So this is the one Waistcoat sends me? I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Okay, it's still the same. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'll wait. Old Noon wants you to hunt the most dangerous game. Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that, and you did manage to obtain that adamant toys egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Noon I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Noon. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills, instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, and cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it, and it is why I will not help an unproven wealth. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his skill. To even face this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior, and bring to me his necklace. Pray do not cause a disturbance while staying in Forgotten Springs. We have enough pressing concerns as it is. Okay, there's someone over here. Never did understand why they've so few bunks here. You see the mines pitching their tents down at Bear God's Strike? You think they want to be holed up there? Course not. It's just they couldn't find an inn hereabouts that weren't filled up. Let's go this way. Fellas. Gonna pose for me again? Well then. And a junk monger here. Anything, anything, nothing. I say more trade, fewer hindrances. Forgotten Springs is ideally situated to be the waypoint for trade routes across the desert. If only the Noon would think to woo us merchants instead of outright rejecting us. Minority Report. Riridesu seems to need help with a delivery. I was all set to open a shop in Forgotten Springs. Would have been glorious. An amazing location. A string of customers lined up. A bevy of beauties about. But the Noon of the tribe, Noon, up and forbade it. Just like that. Now, in a way I understand it. The kill or gather most of their own food, so they don't need what I'm offering. But surely the Noon has to see there's more to his oasis than his own tribe. Prospectors, adventurers, flames. We just don't live or eat as they do. But there I go again, getting on my soapbox. I might as well talk to you about something you can help me with. Could you take this package to Bigot Strike and get it to a fellow called Adenel? Oh, but it does make sense. It really does. If you come by an ox cart, it feels like half a mom, and like 2 moms if you come on foot. So to a minotaur, it would be exactly a mom. Actually, now that I've said it, Alright, before we stop by to drop off the side quest, let's come to the one to the south here. Gods, I'm sorry. Oh, not to you. I'm sorry that I failed so miserably. Yutaka gave me this mission himself, and he's sure to be the next Noon of the tribe. And I have dishonored the name of the I could crop my tail as a penance, but I have to redeem myself. I'll just do something different. Again. I'm trying so hard. Fascinating, adventurer. Very fascinating. They speak much truth to you, these immigrants. You are my ears on the street. All the voices cry out for Forgotten Springs to open its gates. If our tribe is to prosper, we must enjoy the coin and protection of immigrants and outlanders. When I am Noon, the old ways will have to give way to the new. Tools of office. Ukubatia seems to be in an impatient mood. The law is clear. To become the Noon of the U tribe, one must defeat the current Noon. In my case, this means Ode Noon. However, in order to win the right to challenge Ode, I must first triumph over Utaika. He stands in my way, and I in his. In this manner, the noon is protected from constant challenge. But to defeat Utaika, my arms must be impeccable. A fool he may be, but weak he is not. I shall make new arrowheads, and for that I need barbs from a Yarzan. 6 should be enough. Took it hard, did she? She should. She's bringing up the rear in this crop of novices. Sweetling, are you acting like a chicken and perching on a chair? Trying to get a higher perspective? Took it hard, did she? She should. She's bringing up the rear in this crop of novices. If this were a game of Ifrit take the hindmost, she'd be on fire right about now. The reckless always have to take the hard way. They fail until they succeed, or get themselves killed. To tell you the truth, I was exactly like her once, down to the earnestness. Mind games. The reserved Utaika Tia would have you light a fire within his struggling novice, Ukazuna. Ah, familiar scent. I like the way you handled yourself the last time. Would you be my helping hand in the desert once more? You remember Ukazuna, don't you? I have her where she needs to be, out hunting a Malja in the eastern Sangoli desert, humbled, petulant, and with no idea how to gather her wits on it or her skills. The kindling is laid. All it needs is a spark. Go east and dispatch 3 Amalja before Ukazuna's eyes. Harden that heart of hers, so weighed down already with shame and pique. Then, with the deft psyche, strike upon that flint. Oh wait, no, not this. Companion. That's right, we got a skill point. Let's do this one. Go this way. Oh wait, let's check out. Okay, that's in the Central Shroud. Oh, I should have done that when I was there. That's Raincatcher Gully. Okay, we need Smoke Bomb at Central Shroud. At the Standing Courses. Oh, okay, that's the Springans. Raincatcher Gully. Outer Lenosha. Outer Lenosha. Upper Lenosha. Okay, Fallen Pikemen. I think I know where they are. That's into Kurthis. Okay. So here we need the smoke bomb and the fallen pikeman. Well met, adventurer. A package. Came from the Minotaur mom, did you? Okay, wrapped merchandise. The bundle appears to contain food rations and a flask of drinking water. Thank you most kindly. The mom's a poky kind of place. Small as the dickens, and all manner of isolated to boot. Makes it tough to get up there and give Riridesu the custom he's due. Right shame about the news decision. A store in the Springs would have been a kindness. It's just a crying shame, and the worst part is there's no changing that old Kode's mind, mostly on account of the fact he hasn't one. The Alligans were powerful people, all right, but I'd venture to guess it was all this heat that did them in. One more year here and I'll be needing a sarcophagus. I'll shrivel up like a mummy. Oh. Heat of the moment. Mumigoi has vast amounts of dirty and dangerous work for an adventurer. You see all this? All the excavation knowledge of Amagina and Sons mineral concern, put to use uncovering the remains of the Allagan Empire. We mine knowledge here, not ore. Now, that sounds grand, and it is, but most of my time is actually spent mothering this equipment. It's on account of the sand getting into the worst of places, and the damn stuff is everywhere. Which brings me to you, naturally. You are showing up now as a godsend, and who am I to refuse the gods? Could you remove the 3 piles of sand right over there? You be careful as you go about it, though. Some smoke bombs have burrowed into them, and they're none too friendly. The sand gets in your head, I tell you. Some days I'm not even sure if I'm digging or burying. The Singoli Desert's like a yellow-eyed harlot. Knocks you flat and leaves you high and dry. That one's free. Don't mind me, sir. That was wonderful adventure. Those piles were growing larger by the day, and I can't tell you how little I wanted to clean them up myself. But speaking of things I've no interest in doing, I'm sure you've noticed by now the glut of smoke bombs surrounding the site. Well, they're not here by chance. They're here on account of the equipment. The machines run bloody hot and the heat draws the bombs in, and every time that happens, we need to shut everything down or else risk them exploding on a lot of us. We'd all appreciate it if you could take care of 4 of the pesky devils. I'm on it, Chief. By Nald and by Thal, freedom from distractions at last. Thanks to you, I might be able to spend more than a minute focusing on the dig. Nothing beats having an extra pair of hands around. Okay, let's come around this way. I think they're around here somewhere, yeah. Over here by the ruins. That was all I needed. Let's just come over here and see what's going on. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. That's so interesting. Okay, I can't get up there from this side. Ruins sticking out. That's so interesting. Wish I can go over there. Need to go this way. This is a big area. Oh, there's a little hut over here. Hab? Are you a zombie? Stay restored. I promise I'm not like the others. Why, I absolutely despise the taste of adventurer brains. Bloodthirsty adventurers, always trying to hack me limb from limb. What did we zombies ever do to them? Aside from the brain eating, that is. I never knew there was a friendly zombie around. Trying to do some business out here? I don't think that's possible. I don't have organs to exchange. Okay, so it seems we could do a couple things at once here. Okay, that does nothing. So we're just gonna kill for the quest then. So these are just the grunts. I guess you have to kill the big guy. And the stronghold here. I'm sorry. I hate having to repeat that over and over. I just have no idea what I'm doing. I got this far into their encampment and then I froze. Ugh, it's also pointless. Psych. Oh, no. What do I have to do? Oh, I just spelled it wrong. Psych. Adventure, I bore witness to your deeds. You were amazing. I felt as though I was in a daze, but now I'm fully aroused. I shall need time to consider your actions this day. Farewell. I just want to look around here while I'm here. Just make a U-turn. It's in here. Oh, it's that guy. Alright, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Okay, so we need this, the bloody Guisarme. A trophy claimed by Odnoon from the dying hands of an demolished warrior. Now we lie in wait. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? Crude necklace. A confusion of teeth, bones, and claws strung onto a piece of leather. Supposedly from the pattern in which items are ordered, other emulsion can glean the name and rank of the necklace's wearer. 'Tis a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear. It belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. When the worm turns, Odnoon is finally willing to tell you of the ingredient you seek. A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on smaller creatures of the Sangoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map, along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. The Yarzan barbs. Have you fetched them? Yarzan barb. A sharp claw-like protrusion taken from the leg of a russet Yarzan. My appreciations adventure. You may be surprised by what target these find. Note what you see of Forgotten Springs this day. The old ways are going, and as quickly as arrows do fly. Well done, and thank you, adventurer. But I'm afraid someone may have wrecked our effort. That double-dyed fool Ukuba saw fit to give her another of his lectures as soon as she rode back in. That man is such a fool. His scolding ways have cost us more novices than the desert and the beastmen combined. Ukuba has little love for anyone but himself. You don't know me. Ukuba Tia is looking at you with a very cross expression. So, it's you. Been working together with Utaika is in his schemes, I've heard. I suppose I can hardly expect an adventurer to be loyal, but I can expect you to stay out of tribe affairs, especially when they concern the training of our young rangers. The fact that Ukazuna has been naught but a disgrace to us is no excuse for your interference, no matter what Utaika might believe. For the nonce, I've dispatched her to the Minotaur Mom, that she might reflect on her many flaws in solitude. But that will accomplish nothing by itself. This problem must be fixed at the source, Utaika's foolish methods. Since you've gotten so close to the man, mayhap you'd be so kind as to tell him to refrain from corrupting other impressionable novices. Just speak for yourselves. What's all this? Ukuba expects me to stay away from teaching our young ones? His foolish notions truly know no bounds. A true instructor does more than simply criticize his students when they fail. I continue to worry about how Ukazuna fares following the repeated rebukes she has received from that onion-eyed troll. Who knows what damage he has wrought? Please, adventurer, seek her out so that we might determine her mental state. Let's check out this quest over here. The eyes have it. Urotalo would confide in you about her troubles. Have I got a job for you, adventurer? You'll be positively perfect. You can look dangerous, can't you? My sisters and I like to bathe here after a hunt, but lately there have been ooglers about. I've leapt out of the water to chase them off, but this only seems to swell their ranks. Will you chase them down and show them how furious I am? We are a very cleanly people. Return home sticky with sweat, sand, and blood of the prey. These springs will see it all washed away. What are you doing, sir? Oi, you ain't got nothing against a working man taking a break from the heat, do you? Of course you don't. But speaking of heat, take a grander just over there, eh? Eh? It's like, how dare you? Furious. Oh, can't say as though I meant to offend you, madam. Well, I'll be going. The swaying trees, the peaceful water, the stunning comely maidens. How dare you? But what? I said I like the trees too. It's not like I'm only here for the girls. Right. Now that is what I call nubile. Nubile? Get your peeping eyes out of here. Whoa there. I'll never peep, I swear, by the 12. Gods, I'll see that look of fury and nightmares. Are you right and smart? How dare you? His proportions, pure perfection. I must painstakingly record how the sunlight radiates off her skin. I want to see my reaction. How dare you? No need to get angry, lass. I was just measuring these, trees. Yes, these trees. Rather odd looking, eh? Only doing my bit for science. Science. Right. Mine eyes are dazzled by how they shine. I am as one turned to stone. Those fair Makode must be thaumaturges, or conjurers, or those other mages, the ones with the books. At least you're farther away. Oh, milady, I have been tested and found most wanting. So easily was I blinded, trussed, and enfeebled. I must rise above these base impulses if I am to amount to anything. There's the other one. Aha. I see you. Concentrating, Carl. What are you doing? Away with you. Can't you see I'm trying to focus here? Sheesh. I'm sorry, madam. No need to get angry now. I have a problem, all right? I was working it out with my mummy and, It's got some mummy issues. Marvelous. Not an oogler in sight. You have my gratitude, adventurer. Though, having a good look at you, I suppose I wouldn't mind if you stole a peek now and then. But you didn't think my taste ran that way, Sorry, I don't swing that way. You are beautiful, though. I can still appreciate beauty. I'm always gonna come over here. It's like, pose for me. Do you guys pose too? Oh, you do? Can you feel it? Blinded. It's good to see you again. What's that? You're wondering how I'm doing? I'm fine. Don't worry yourself on my account. I have everything I need. Mostly. There is one thing you could do for me. I need 3 anglers, alive but enfeebled. I believe that when sufficiently weakened, they can be caught with simple sacks. Would you do me this favor? Could you catch 3 anglers in those sacks? I'd appreciate it. Whatever would you put in an empty angler-sized sack? An angler, of course. Alright, I'm just gonna do this the one time, and then you do your thing. There we go. There was one over here. Alright, gotta get close enough. There we go. I could go over there. Let's go over here. I can't with the googly eyes. Why with the googly eyes? Rotting angler. A few more bells under the sun and this fish will turn ripe as a fairy apple. Right. Good. Could you catch 3 anglers in those sacks? I'd appreciate it. And that's exactly what I got. Full angler-sized sack. Whatever could be floundering about in this angler-sized sack. You should do nicely. I switched to archery, you see, and I thought that anglers, a mite slowed, would make fine practice targets. It's interesting. I would have Wouldn't have dreamed of picking up the bow before, but some things became clear to me after that, Amalja Hunt. When I returned from it and spoke with Ukuba, he suggested that I might be more suited to fighting at range. 'Twas he who showed me how to shoot. He even gave me these arrows. The heads are of Yarsan barb. I am fortunate to have both Ukuba and Utaika watching over me. We are a tribe, and what I take from others I wish to give back someday. That is what I train for now, not to win praise or escape rebuke. Different though they may be, either Utaika or Ukuba would make a worthy noon. Don't think I've grown too wise, though. Believe me, I'll still get a thrill and half from putting arrows through these slimy monstrosities. You have found Ukazuna well, you say? And she's become an archer. Why, that's brilliant. I can't believe I didn't think of it myself. And those Yarzan barb arrowheads. Ukuba spent hours shaping those. Well, well. I hate to admit it, but he is a better man than I gave him credit for. Still, he shall receive no quarter from me. I intend to lead this tribe, and it will be all the easier to beat him bloody if I keep my dislike of him intact. Hi, fat cat. We're at eye level. How about that? You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Welwick worm meat. A large round slice of Welwick worm white meat. Your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud your success, Bella. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to a waistcoat. Worry not. You have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Waistcoat's counsel. But hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him for me. I'll take the gold. There and back again. Yeah, nah. I'm just gonna go for the gold. Old Moon would like you to deliver a gift to Waistcoat. The captain was always fond of his brand wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Waistcoat was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards, Bella. Let me... Oh, wait, no. It was, this action. Yeah. Good job for now. Since we're here... Yay. Well met, Bella. Landonelle and Ode Noon both spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? Ox Brand Wine, a deep caramel-colored spirit made from twice distilling fine red wine and aging it in rosewood barrels for at least 30 summers. Ah, my favorite. I shall have to thank the Noon personally. Now, you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenar this time to obtain it. Alright, I think that's a good place to end it for now, and then next time, I guess we will... the things we do for cheese. Good lord, doing a dungeon just for cheese. Smelly cheese at that. Ugh, it's probably blue cheese. Although I like blue cheese. If you put it with certain salads, it's actually nice. I'm sure it's actually worse smelling than that. But yes, we will do that next time. Give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you next time. Bye bye!